So we'll begin in a seated position. You could be on a chair, you could be on your mat on some sort of raised support. Just sitting upright. Welcome everyone to the start of our term 4 for Vital Yoga. Perhaps this is... Meryl's dropped out and returned. So we've got a few connection issues this morning. Here she's back again. Yeah. Hi, Meryl. I'm not sure you dropped out, but now you're back. That's good. We're sitting upright. Feel as though you're really connected to solid ground. So imagine that solid ground beneath your feet. And pretend there's an invisible hand coming down just above the crown of your head. And you're gently elongating up to reach the touch of that hand. And slow down your breathing. And for the next 3 slow, calm breaths, we're allowing the body to be completely soft and at ease. And while you take the first slow, full breath in, think of the word safety, safety. And in the next breath, the word is ease, ease. And in the next breath, the word is strength. Let's do that one more time. Those 3 words, safety, ease, and strength. So take comfortable, slow breaths, letting your belly gently swell, staying tall with those 3 words in mind. And then after that, bring your palms together in front of your chest and we'll say our invocation together. So please join me, vocalize, chant this beautiful word Om, this sacred word that brings us into this special sacred place and time together. Take a breath. Om. May we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we create strength and abundance. May we work together with great strength. I forget what word is. May we grow in clarity, peace, peace. Let's go again. My goodness, my brain deserted me. My memory's gone. Take a breath. We'll chant Om. Om. May we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we grow in strength and abundance. May we work together with great vigor. May we grow in clarity, wisdom, and peace. Wow, that was a bit disconcerting. Now let's work our joints. So lift your feet off the floor, or if you're sitting on the floor, extend your legs straight and work your ankles. So I'm pointing and flexing. So toes point to the ground and then draw up towards your face. Oh, can't see. I'll get down on the floor. So ankles and feet. Oh, point your toes and then dorsiflexing up towards your face. And do the same with your wrists. So wrists rolling. As the ankles move, the wrists are moving. And then we'll circle ankles and wrists. Keep circling, circling. Ankles and wrists. Lynn Morehouse is coming to join us. Circle, circle, ankles and wrists. Hi, Lynn. We're sitting down doing some joint rotations. And making sure you go in both directions. And then bring hands to your shoulders and move the shoulders, remembering those three words: safety, ease, and strength. How do they apply to you and your particular circumstances? Safety, ease, and strength. And then take your feet flat on the floor, and we're going to drop the left knee in and wrap the left arm around your right knee as you rotate right. And then come back to face the front and drop your right knee down towards the floor. Your left knee still in front of your chest, and you wrap your right hand around it. Right foot toes are pointing behind you, and you're rotating to the left. Let's do that a few times. So knees are upright, you're facing the front, and then lower the left knee down and point the toes back and hug your left arm around the knee. Move in a rotation to the right. And then gently change. So switch over so your right knee comes down. Toes are pointing back. Your left knee is lifted in front of your trunk. And you're hugging that right arm around while you turn to look to the left. So there's a big compression on your belly. Let's do that one more time. So swing around, left knee down on the floor, toes pointing back. Either both hands holding the knee or just your left hand holding the knee. Rotate your chest to the right. And rotate the right hand so you're sort of swiveling it around as far as it'll go to open the top of your right shoulder to assist the rotation of your thoracic spine. And then let that go. Swing across. Right knee comes down, toes pointing back. And then either holding with both hands onto that left shin or knee, or your right arm wrapping around. And then spin your left hand around as far as it'll go. So you're assisting the rotation and in so doing, compressing the left side of your abdomen. And then gently release, come to the front and just let your knees gently rock. And then we're going to correct any tendency for that exercise is quite strong for the back of the pelvis, the sacroiliac joints. So we want to bring the sacroiliac joints firmly into compression. So sit up tall, legs out in front, and rotate your feet outwards and feel the activation of the muscles in the buttocks, pulling the sacroiliac joints in firmly to one another. And release, toes point up. And then exhale, rotating your feet outwards and activate all the muscles in your buttocks and thighs. And then release, toes point up to the ceiling. One more time. Rotate outwards with your feet. Sit up tall and feel the activation in the back of the pelvis. And then release and give the whole lower body a good jiggle and shake. Just take a few breaths. After this, we'll come back up to standing. And have your block handy. We're going to start with Tadasana. So standing upright and tall. Got my block, just leave it on the floor for now. Feet under hips. Again, ground down solidly through the feet. Base of your big toe, base of the little toe, center of the heel. And then draw up a little taller as though you're reaching up to meet that invisible hand that's gently hovering above the crown of your head. It's a very kind, supportive, invisible hand. So feeling some strength, some support across the lower trunk, up through the neck, reaching right up to the top of the head. And then we'll begin a gentle breathing practice. So place hands over the belly and just notice which hand you naturally come first to the belly, which feels right. And then inhale and take the arms out. Let the breath spread and fill your chest. And exhale, bring your hands back. But this time the other hand is close. And then some people might like to go into cactus arms. And once again, alternating. So now the first hand comes back and we take a little squat. And cactus arms again, if that's comfortable and safe for you. And then swapping hands again with a little squat, pulling in your belly. Try a V-shaped posture, arms wide in a V. Don't forget to alternate the placement of the hands. And thinking safety, ease, and strength. Maybe some people would like to go high, right up to the ceiling. But those three words staying in your mind. Safety, ease, and strength. Maybe you could bring the backs of your hands to touch overhead, but it's your judgment. And then release the hands, pause, see how you feel. We're going to make similar movements. And so now it's up to you which shoulder position you choose. I'll use a few different ones. There's cactus, there's V-shaped arms, or right up to the ceiling, or backs of the hands together. But this time on the exhale, we're going to bring the elbows up in front, curl the tail under, and pull in strongly, pelvic floor up through the belly. So that will be our exhalation position. So come again into Tadasana. And inhale, choose our arm position. I'm going to work with cactus. And now bend the knees, elbows come together in front, zipping up. Feel the buttocks and the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen. Inhale, exhale. Activating that strong, fiery core. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders come forward, tail tucks down and under. And then the full expression of the hands overhead version that you choose. And then exhale. And let the arms drop down by your sides. Pause. Notice what's changing. What's happening to you? Let's make that little sequence again with the same strong exhalation action. So start with cactus, arms. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows come in front. Drop your chin. Zipping up from your pelvic floor up towards the navel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Look up. Firm. One more. Safety, ease, and strength. And then release. Give yourself a shrug. Take your feet a little wider. We'll do some Kati Chakrasan, but this time I'm going to take my right hand to my left shoulder and tuck the left hand behind the back. Inhale, and then twisting the other way. So a little more specific. So right hand to left shoulder as you rotate left. Inhale, arms wide. And again, you could be thinking those 3 keywords for our class today. Safety, ease, and strength. And just that word strength sort of focuses the mind to anchor the feet strongly. Muscles around the spine strong. And then let it go. Take your block now. So we're going to clamp the block on its narrowest setting. Somewhere in the middle between your knees and your groin. Give the shoulders a shrug. This position of the block is going to encourage us to activate the inside thigh muscles, the adductors that pull the legs into the midline. So feel your feet connected and grounded. And we'll make 4 breaths in the same way with that powerful exhalation action. So inhale, Looking straight ahead, confident and strong. Exhale, squeeze the block, zipping up, tail tucking under. And inhale, lift your gaze, lift your expectations of yourself. Inhale, safety at all times. And now the full range. Maybe you could interlace your fingers, turn the palms up, if that suits your shoulders. And exhale. And release the arms down. Stand quietly and notice what's changing for you. We're going to do that little practice again. So 4 breaths, each time that strong exhalation activating the transversus abdominis and the pelvic floor, zipping up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the block. Tuck the tail under, zipping up from pelvic floor to navel. Slow breaths with a feeling of ease in your body. Exhale, curling the tail under with firmness. This time we're going to hold our arm position. So choose a position that you can stay with for a few breaths. So find the strength in your posture. Find the symmetry, the endurance. And then release the arms down, release your block. And we'll take a back arch and then a forward bend. So press your thumbs behind and reach your thumbs right around to as close to your spine as you can manage. So it might be to the sides of your spine at waist level. This is a particular acupressure point called the Ming Men point. So dig your thumbs in there and take a back arch. And then release and let your hands slide down the backs of the legs as you move down into a forward bend. Let your crown drop. Let your shoulders sink down. Your feet are under your hips. And then we'll bend the knees and draw the hands up the inside of the legs. So inside of your ankles, calves, knees, inside of your thighs, coming up over the belly. Then crossing over your chest and hands to your shoulders and then to the elbows, lifting up overhead. And then release and bring your hands down by your sides and go back to that pressure point, acupressure point, Ming Men, close to your spine at waist level. Inhale, press your hips forward, open up the front of the body. And then release and move into a forward bend, sliding hands down the backs of your legs. Hang the shoulders, release the back. And then bring your hands to the inside. So starting under the arches of your feet and then massaging inside ankles, inner calves, inner knees, inside thighs, come up over the belly and then crossing over from shoulders, sliding up to elbows, overhead now, and then release your hands and massage your shoulders. Give your shoulders a squeeze, digging thumbs and fingers in. Maybe right hand to the left shoulder, massaging all around there. Oh, there's a tight spot there. Didn't know I had that. Okay. And then left hand to right shoulder. Oh, that one's much better. Oh, the things we don't realize, that little tight knots, the stress or the anxiety or just accumulation of gardening is stuck there in the body, and we need ways to release it. So give your shoulders a shrug, rolling around, rolling, forwards, up, back and down, forwards, up, back and down. Okay. Let's stand quietly in Tadasana. Find the strength of your feet, the stabilizing solidity of thighs and hips. Just placing your feet so they're directly under your legs. So you've got that direct support up vertically through your knees, your hips, interacting across the pelvis, supporting the spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And then we're going to take our weight onto the right foot, and you could take your arms out wide to the side and lift up your left knee and stay here for several breaths, or take yourself to a chair. So if you need the support of the wall of the chair, go for that. Practice the stabilizing balance. Open your chest. Lift up your head into that invisible hand. And let it go. And both feet on the floor, circle your hips around. So if you would prefer to be near a wall or to have your hand on the chair, please do that. Remember, safety is the first word. Ease is the second. See if we can find safety and ease and strength in the second side. So weight on the left. Choose your arm position. Activate the strength from the foot through the knee, the thigh, the glute, and then lift up your right knee. Fix your eyes on one point. Keep breathing. And let it go. And circle your hips around. I have to say, during lockdown, I've been walking quite regularly, and it's been so good for my left hip, which has for a long time given me just a sense of being vulnerable there and not very stable when I try and balance on the left leg. And that, I must say, has improved I think mostly through walking lots more, and thinking about ways that I can use to strengthen that. So that's a good outcome. Let's work with Warrior One. Warrior One is so versatile, and we're going to use it in a way that draws attention to the heart opening effects. So, facing along the length of your mat, just think in your mind as though you're rehearsing Warrior One. Rehearse the actions mentally. And I'm thinking about turning my left foot out a little and then stepping up with the right foot. And we're going to inhale, bend the front knee, raise both arms, and then bring them down into a cactus position. And if you can, take your elbows back behind the line of your chest. So your chest is coming forward. And then release. Arms drop by your side, leg straightens. Again, inhale, bend the front knee, take the arms up, and then elbows bending into a wide chest forward action, and release. Arms down, straighten the leg. Remember safety, ease, and strength. Go again. Let it go. One more time. And then we'll hold the cactus position for 4 or 5 breaths. So once again, bending the knee, arms back. So you feel as though your chest is prominent. And the head is poised, legs are strong. Take a few breaths here. Keep your eyes steadily fixed. And then release and step up with your left foot and gently soften into a forward bend. So let your shoulders gradually drop down, just going as deeply or not as you wish. Find ease. And then inhale, unwind. And come back ready to rehearse mentally. So now you know the sequence of the pose. Virabhadrasana, number 1. Vira means strength. I'm not sure if it means strength or warrior. Vira, I think it means strength. So this is a strength pose, and it promotes the feeling inside of, yes, I've got this, I can do this. I'm prepared and empowered. So rehearsing mentally. It's like we get all our neurons lined up, ready to go. And then turn your right foot out a little. Step up with the left. Make sure your hips are facing along the line of your mat. Inhale, bend the left knee. Raise the arms. Remember safety and ease. And then turning the palms out as you come into cactus. And then release. So we'll do it 4 times. Up in front, bending the knee, and then bringing the elbows down into cactus, turning your palms to face out, as though you're deflecting any restrictions, any impositions on your sense of power. Let it go. Inhale, lift arms in front. Lengthen the spine, and then pushing away any impediments. Your chest is open, elbows well back. And release. So on this one, we'll hold the position. Inhale, up in front. And then cactus arms, hands facing away. Feel the strength and stability, especially in your right foot, leg, hip. Drop your shoulders down a bit so your neck feels longer. Lift your gaze a little. So you're looking slightly above the horizon line. 2 more breaths. And then release. Step up with your right foot. Gently move into a forward bend. Knees could be soft as you like. You might want to jiggle your hips. And then we're going to move down onto hands and knees. So carefully positioning yourself such that your shoulders are above wrists, hips are above knees. Lengthen your spine and take a few breaths there. Take a breath in. Lower your spine, look to the front, shoulders back from ears. And then exhale, tuck your chin, arch up through the spine, especially the lumbar, tail tucks under. Madhyarasana. Inhale, drop the waist, shoulders back away from the ears. Exhale, pulling up, belly, pelvic floor, paying attention to your lumbar area behind the waist. And next time we're going to inhale, reach back with the right leg. And then exhale, bring the knee under the chest. Same side again. Inhale, push back through the right heel, looking out to the front. Exhale, rounding the back, pulling the knee up under your chest, and then knee to the floor. Next time, we'll take the left leg back. Inhale, extend back left heel, looking, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring the knee under your chest, squeezing that left descending colon. Inhale, push back. Exhale. And then let your knees come to the floor, lift up and rotate the wrists. So up on, kneeling up high, hands in fists as you rotate. Let's do another variation. So we're going to come back, shoulders above wrists. This time we'll inhale, take the right leg back, and then exhale, bend the right knee and look down. Inhale, legs straight, looking front. Exhale, foot to the ceiling, bend the knee, look to the floor. Inhale, right leg straight, looking out in front. Exhale. Try to prevent your knee dropping as you bend the knee and lift the foot to the ceiling. One more. Feeling the support through your trunk muscles. And then release, sink back into child pose. Take the weight off your wrists, make a little wrist loosening action as you relax your back. The bending the knee action strengthens the hamstring. So let's go on the second side. So inhale, left leg straight back behind the hip. Lift your gaze. And then exhale, bend the knee, look to the floor, push the foot up to the ceiling. Feel the activation of glute and hamstring. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, foot to the ceiling. The knee is bent. Twice more. And then release and soften into child pose. I'm working on the premise that we've had 2 weeks off from our classes. I don't know about you, but sometimes my practice, my physical asana practice softens down. I do less. Maybe my attention is drawn to other parts of my life. And I'm very conscious that losing strength is a big problem as we get older. In fact, I have to say, my husband, who just had a birthday, he used to be a dedicated athlete, but at his advanced age, he's much older than I am. Well, he's 4.5 years older than I am. And it's quite disconcerting to observe the loss of strength. And yeah, I don't need to sort of continue on that line, but just to reinforce that it's really important that we actively do things to maintain our muscle strength. Let's do one more action. This is going to be a good strengthener. I'll show you what's happening. First of all, we're coming into Superwoman. This is the inhale position with right arm and left leg. And then the exhale position, I'm going to angle my leg to the side at about 45 degrees and my arm to 45 degrees, and then inhale back in line. So try that. Set up in your tabletop position. Spread your fingers. Looking down all the time. Inhale, reach right arm and left leg. Find the support under your trunk. And then angling out to the side on the exhale. And then inhale back in line. Do a few more. Exhale. Inhale. Try and keep the leg high. But it's up to you to find safety and ease. So thinking of your own body, your own requirements, do 3 or 4, and then have a rest. So we're just using the muscles slightly differently. If we just keep on practicing a limited range of exercises, then the muscles get good at those particular movements. And we need to just tweak the exercises to bring in different muscles to change the load bearing. All good for our bones. Second side, are you ready? I'm breathing heavily here. So inhale, right leg and left arm. Keep the height. On the exhale, angle out to the side. So it's as much a balance exercise as anything. Aim for 3 or 4 repetitions. Angling to 45 degrees or so. Inhale back in line. To the side. In line. To the side. In line. And then rest in child pose. Sink back. Release your back. Soften your shoulders. A few quiet breaths. Maybe a few wrist twiddles. Swivel your wrists. And then roll over onto your back and do a few relaxing wash rag movements, which just return your spine, your belly, your shoulders to a state of ease and comfort. And after this, we'll do a somewhat extended meditation. So gently moving to restore the sense of ease and comfort, whatever your body is needing right now. And then please prepare for a guided meditation. You could be sitting, you could sit on the floor or in your chair. I'm going to sit on the floor. Or you could be lying, of course, if that's your preference for safety and ease. Not much strength at this stage. So I'm going to begin with a lovely quote. One of my students, whom I know to be a really expert gardener and a dedicated gardener, told me over the break he'd been reading a book called A Well-Gardened Mind. Isn't that a lovely title? A Well-Gardened Mind. Anyway, I asked him to find a quote that I can add to my little collection. And he came up with this: to forget how to dig the earth and to tend the soil is to forget ourselves. Mahatma Gandhi. So all you gardeners who've been drawn out to the spring activity, into the tending the earth, cultivating the soil and getting rid of the weeds, keep this in mind. I'll read it to you again. To forget how to dig the earth and to tend the soil is to forget ourselves. So our yoga practice is largely about tending ourselves on every level, on the physical plane, on the energy sphere, for our mental clarity and wisdom, and for peace. Please sit upright or lie down. So you've got options here. If you're lying down, then make sure you're well supported under the neck, under the knees, you're warm. If you're seated, then once again, go to that invisible hand, which is almost touching your head, very kind, benevolent hand, and you're just extending up a little taller, as though to meet the hand. And let your breath be smooth and deep in the sense that it comes right down into the belly, but full of ease. And it's simply flowing naturally. Feel the breath flowing naturally in and out. And then sense the space inside your hands. Feel the volume of space inside your feet. Sense the space between your eyebrows. And relax your tongue completely on the floor of your mouth. Imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart in the center of your chest. So visualize your breath flowing from your heart space in and out there. And slow down your breathing to about 6 seconds to inhale and 6 to exhale. See if that's comfortable for you. And the tongue is relaxed on the floor of your mouth. It's a big space between the eyes. Feeling yourself breathing in for 6 seconds through your heart. Feeling the breath flowing out over 6 seconds through your heart. Feel the energy inside your heart, that sense of vibrant, radiant energy at the heart. Imagine a beautiful ball of energy resting inside your heart. You could perhaps picture a gorgeous glass sphere or mother of pearl or pulsating with different colors, this sphere, precious sphere at your heart space. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Now, from your vibrant heart, send a beam of this heart energy to a person or to a place that makes you feel absolutely wonderful. Direct a beam of love energy to a person or to a place, your special place, that makes you feel full of safety and ease and joy. Visualize a beam of energy crossing the space between you and this person or this place. Feeling your breath in and out through the heart. Sending a beam of energy to that person or place that makes you feel wonderful. And as you breathe quietly and slowly, focus on fully embracing your own well-being. Feel a sense of well-being penetrating all of your thoughts, all of your intentions, all of your cells, all of the molecules of your body. Feel all of your tissues opening up as you fully embrace well-being. Notice any areas of resistance in your body to well-being, any feeling of blockage or restriction, tightness. Let them release as though they're wafting out like smoke, Release the restriction like smoke as you exhale. A sense of naturally and easily letting go. Scan your body from head to toe and notice any part of you, any lingering restrictions or knots that resist well-being. And breathe it out. Any resistance in your physical body, in your mind, in your history, in your timeline of decisions and actions. Breathe out any resistance in your energy field. Fully embrace your complete well-being with every part of your body and soul. Affirm with me now. I now embrace well-being in every part of my life. I embrace well-being in my mind. I embrace well-being in my body, in my choices, in my discernment. I embrace well-being in all of my affairs. I embrace well-being in my energy field. I embrace well-being in my life. Take a deeper breath and let that feeling of well-being percolate, trickle through, enter every part of your life. Your tongue is relaxed. Big empty space between your eyebrows. 6 seconds to inhale through your heart. 6 seconds to exhale out through your heart. And then grounding yourself again in the here and now. Knowing that you embrace well-being in every part of your life. And over the next 3 breaths, gradually return yourself to your waking consciousness, ready to move into Shavasana. So if you like to spread yourself out to lie down, for the last few moments of our practice with warmth, with support, Feel the effect of our guided meditation. If you need to make any small movements after sitting, that same slow breath in and out through your heart, as though your heart has somehow expanded and become warmer. Feel the essence of you, that kernel, that existential self that lives in your heart. Where there is ease and safety and empowerment and joy. And take deep rest. And scan through your whole body, your feet, calves, thighs, buttocks, hips, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back and shoulders. Feel your arms heavy on the floor. Feel the symmetry, the glowing energy up through the back of your neck to the base of your skull, to the crown of the head, the face. Your face is soft, the tongue is relaxed. Tune in, tune inside, and embrace well-being of body, mind, and spirit. Then take a few breaths to gradually return to the everyday. Here, at least, the sun is shining. Gorgeous spring outside in the courtyard. The azaleas are scarlet. They're absolutely beautiful. Take a few stretches, a few movements to re-energize. And then gently roll over, come to sit. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I hope you've all enjoyed our practice, and I hope to see you again same time next week. I'll end the recording. You can hang around and have a chat if you like.